Welcome back to the AJ Collective podcast. Today, we're stepping away from surface-level music talk and digging into something deeper. We're discussing a track that's been quietly gaining traction, ENDZ STAY ENDZ. For those who don't know, the AJ Collective isn't just about music. It's about documenting lived experience. It's about exposing systems. It's about asking uncomfortable questions through art. And joining me today is one of the voices behind that movement. He goes by DG. Good to have you here, DG. I want to start at the beginning. You moved from London to Cape Town. Most people would frame that as an upgrade.
Upgrade for who? Upgrade is a luxury word. He assumes the system is neutral. Yeah, there's sun, there's coastline, there's beauty, but 5 minutes from the beauty is generational poverty that didn't appear by accident. It was engineered. If you're from London estate, you recognise the structure immediately. Different accent, same hierarchy. So no, it's not an upgrade. It's a clearer view of the blueprint.
Yeah, so the title, ENDZ STAY ENDZ, is literal and symbolic.
It's literal because geography doesn't dismantle power. And it's symbolic because we're exploitation globalized a long time ago. Colonial history didn't disappear, outdate this software. The language softened, the imbalance didn't.
The first lines talk about thinking you'd healed scars. That sounds personal.
Yeah, you think distance equals healing? You think new skyline equals new psyche? Then you clock that trauma isn't just personal, it's environmental, it's economic, it's structural. You don't just heal when the same forces still operate around you.
You sound angry in the track, but here, you sound controlled.
Anger is carry you when you strip politeness away. But anger without discipline is useless. That's why I deliver it controlled. Because when you speak calm about something explosive, people lean in harder. It's not chaos, it's calculated.
There's a strong critique of tourism in the second verse.
Yeah, tourism isn't the villain. Detachment is. When poverty becomes a backdrop, when struggle becomes aesthetic, when someone's daily reality becomes content for someone else's escape, that's the problem. That's not appreciation, that's consumption.
You're not attacking individuals, though. It sounds structural.
Look, I'm not in the business of targeting a random civilian, Jay. Business isn't about hating people, it's about exposing systems. Blame the blueprint, blame the incentive structure, blame the policies that protect capital harder than they protect communities.
There's a line about government studying the art of spin. That's heavy.
Just look at politics right now. Anywhere, public trust is on life support. Politicians sell slogans like products, level up, transformed, reform. Fucking waste. But public services collapse, cost of living rises, wealth concentration accelerates. That's not conspiracy talk, that's data. They don't fix root causes because instability is profitable for someone.
Where does that awareness come from for you?
From living in it. I'm growing up where you understand quickly who gets policed and who gets protected. For instance, how media frames certain communities versus others. It's not really between the lines because the lines don't reflect your reality.
What was your upbringing like?
Working class, hyper-aware, early. You learn the difference between rhetoric and reality when you're not cushioned from consequences.
And now you're using music to respond.
Music bypasses academic gatekeeping. You can write a paper on structural inequality, or you can put it on ALA to make people feel it in their chest. Music hits harder and quicker than essays. Drill isn't just about postcode conflict, it's pressure music, and pressure is global.
There's a calm menace in the delivery of the track.
Look at shouting is easy, precision is just that's a lot harder. If the message is solid, you don't need theatrics. Cold delivery forces people to confront the words, not the performance.
Do you worry about backlash?
And I welcome backlash. So nobody pushes back. You didn't touch anything real, did you? I'm not reckless. We're not reckless. We're factual. If someone feels exposed by that, maybe that says more about them than it does about us.
What do you want listeners to feel?
Not comfort. Awareness, recognition, maybe discomfort, because comfort maintains systems.
So this isn't victimhood.
Victimhood removes agency. I'm not saying we're powerless. I'm saying understand the board you're playing at. Once you see the design, you stop blaming yourself for systemic weight.
The final hook says, different hemisphere, but the same design. That's almost poetic.
Yeah, I mean, class hierarchy is global. When it travels friction, it's people done. If a coastline, same concentration of wealth at the top, stamping on people below.
You've mentioned before that you're motivated by change, not just commentary.
Commentary without action is just basically performance. The educated isn't just aesthetic rebellion, it's documentation, it's cultural memory, it's refusing to let certain narratives dominate unchallenged.
If someone hears ENDZ STAY ENDZ and thinks it's not really drill music, what would you say?
Yeah, I mean, drill is raw reality. It ain't just about shanking people and post-pro boards and all that shit. Reality doesn't stop at borough boundaries. It's the pressure's real, it qualifies.
What's next for you and the AJ Collective?
Bigger scope, sharper critique, less dilution. Because the more obvious the patterns become, the less patience I have for pretending they're random.
Final question. If you could sum up the message of ENDZ STAY ENDZ in one sentence.
Yeah, you can cross oceans, change accents, switch climates. But if the power structure stays intact, the struggle just wear different clothes.
DG, thank you. That's today's episode of the AJ Collective podcast. If this conversation resonated, share it. Not for clout, but for clarity. We'll be back soon.